Dear students, warm welcome from Xavier Institute of Design. Today we are going to study Introduction to Textiles, their classification and terminologies used in textiles. First of all, we need to go through the introduction part. All of us are consumers of textiles at every stage of our lives. From the earliest times, people have used textiles of various types for covering or modesty, providing warmth, personal adornment, to display personal wealth, and even for biomedical and technical purpose. Today, textiles have become an integral part of our lives, marching much beyond serving the basic needs of man. Before study more about textiles, one should be aware about its history. As history of textiles concerned, textile identified by archaeologists is at the Dzadzhuana cave in the Georgia. Flax fibers was discovered had been twisted, cut, dyed a range of colors. Some more information which is important to know about this topic. The word textiles comes from the Latin term textere, meaning woven. Today the word textile is more generalized and refers to the product made from fibers. A fiber is defined as a fundamental visible unit of textiles which is pliable hair-like strand with high length to width ratio. Fibers are the building blocks used in the making of textile yarns and fabrics. A yarn is a continuous stand of fibers or filaments or materials twisted together. A fabric is a planar structure produced by interlacing or interlooping of yarns. Following are the reasons for study of textiles. 1. A study of textiles will show, for example, why certain fabrics are more durable and therefore more serviceable for specific purpose. 2. It will explain why certain fabrics make cool wearing apparel and others aid in providing warmth. 3. Complete knowledge of textiles will facilitate an intelligent appraisal of standards and brands of merchandise and will develop the ability to distinguish quality in fabrics. 4. The customers get idea about how to buy and what to buy. Now we will study definitions of some common terminologies that are used in textile industry. Length. Textile fibers should have more length than width in order to spin into yarn. A length to width ratio of 100:1 is considered minimum. Filaments are long continuous fibers of indefinite length measured in yards or meters. Staple fibers are the short fibers and are measured in inches or centimeters and range in length from 3/4 to 18 inches. Moving ahead, we have some more terminologies. Strength. The strength of a fiber is defined as the ability to resist stress and is expressed in grams per denier, tenacity. When it is measured in pounds, inch, it is termed as tensile strength. Flexibility or pliability. It is the capability of textile fiber to bend. Certain degree of flexibility or pliability is necessary for a fiber to be used as a textile fiber. Stiffness or rigidity is the opposite of flexibility. It is the resistance to bending or creasing. Cohesiveness or spinnability. Cohesiveness is the ability of the fibers to stick together during spinning. Some more terminologies in the sequence. Uniformity. In order to produce fine yarns, uniformity in the raw material is required. Fibers that are used to produce yarns need to be similar in length and width, flexibility and in spinning quality. Physical shape. The physical shape of the fiber includes the surface contour, smooth, rough, serrated, the shape of the cross-section and the width and length of the fiber. Density. Density is the mass of a unit volume of material. It is expressed as grams per cubic centimeter or pounds per cubic foot. It influences the weight of the textile. Cover. The ability to occupy space for concealment or protection. To understand more about textiles, you should be aware about its properties as well. Here I am briefing you about few properties. Thermal properties, properties related to heat. Heat conductivity is the ability to conduct heat away from the body. Heat sensitivity is the ability to soften, melt, or shrink when subjected to heat. It is termed as thermoplasticity. Flammability is the ability to ignite and burn. Chemical reactivity is the effect of acids, alkali, oxidizing agents, and solvents on the fiber. Dyeability, it is the ability of fibers to absorb the dye and become colored. Now moving forward, let's know about main core areas of textile. These are 1. Spinning, 2. Weaving, 3. Knitting, 4. Dyeing, 5. Printing and 6. Apparel. Now coming to the textile fiber, the raw material, natural or artificial, which is used to produce in order to make fabric, is called textile fiber. For example, cotton, polyester, etc. You can see the images on your screen. Now coming to classification of fibers. Basically, textile fibers are divided into two main parts, that is natural and man-made. Natural fibers are further divided into vegetable fiber, animal synthetic fiber, mineral fiber, vegetable fiber, then divided into cotton, jute, hemp, rample and linen, animal synthetic in wool and silk, and mineral fiber into glass, asbestos and metal. In man-made it is divided into regenerated and synthetic. Further classification you can see on your screen. Now study about classification of fibers by source. Textile fibers are divided broadly into three groups, namely natural fibers, man-made fibers and synthetic fibers according to the source. Natural fibers, these are the first known category of fibers which are available in abundance in nature. This category refers to all fibers that occur in fiber form in nature. According to chemical nature, they may also be classified as cellulosic fibers, protein fibers, mineral fibers. These have been processed and woven into beautiful fabrics for which India has carried a rich heritage. Let's discuss in brief about cellulosic fibers. Cellulosic fibers are those that are obtained from vegetable matter. Cotton, linen and jute are the popular cellulosic fibers. Cellulosic fibers contain cellulose as main part of the fiber. These are generally dull and hard to touch. They are highly resistant to alkalis and are damaged by concentrated acids. They have good absorbency, which makes it very comfortable and very ideal for summer wear. Protein fibers, these are the animal fibers. The main part of the fiber is protein. There are differences between fibers that are of animal nature. The protein in wool is keratin. Silk contains fibrone, which is in the form of double strand. While wool makes protective covering for sheep, silk provides the same for pupa. So these fibers mainly give warmth. Wool is dull and soft. Silk is too lustrous and smooth to touch. Wool is less strong and silk is the strongest of all natural fibers. These fibers are somewhat resistant to acids and are damaged by alkalis. So mild soaps are always preferable. They are elastic and thus exhibit crease resistance. Wool and silk fabrics are ideal for winter wear. Mineral fibers. Asbestos is the only natural mineral fiber available from rocks. The fibers are over 1/4 inch long and are spun and woven into fabrics. Being white, soft and silky, they resist all liquids. As it is fireproof material, it is mainly used for fireproof suits, protective clothing, safety curtain etc. Thin sheets of gold, silver or aluminum foil can be drawn into very thin wire and it is wound around silk core and used as a textile yarn. Now let's discuss about man-made fibers. These are textile fibers that do not exist in fiber form in nature. But natural material is processed and made into fibers that resemble silk. According to the TFPR, The man-made fibers are any fibers made by a process of manufacture from a substance which at any point in the manufacturing process is not a fiber. These man-made fibers are again divided into two groups: man-made cellulosic and protein. Some fibers such as rayon and acetate have a base of natural cellulose. Few fibers are based on protein derived from milk, soybean, or corn meal. Coming to synthetic fibers, these fibers are purely artificial, synthesized from simple chemical elements, monomers, like carbon, hydrogen, oxygen and nitrogen etc. to produce complex chemical compounds, polymers. They are also referred to as non-cellulose man-made fibers. These differ in the elements used, the type of complex molecules produced and the method of spinning by which they are produced. They can also be subdivided as polyamides, polyesters, etc. X, nylon, polyester. Dear students, you will be getting detailed notes of this topic after watching this video. Please go through the notes, and if you have any doubt about the topic you can contact us at xavier@gmail.com. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.